Give it a second here. Okay, try this again. Okay, I think it's on right. It looks like it's working. Okay guys, so what we got here, I just got my computer here, got my other laptop streaming this for you guys. Hopefully the camera is decent quality, and hopefully I have a good mic that you guys can hear me from here. Like I said, this is my first live stream. So for tonight, we're going to be getting the off-road tractor running here. I had this thing running maybe 6 months ago, and I let it sit outside because I blew up the MST206. I blew a big hole in it because the welder let loose. And I'm currently, I'll show you guys in a second, getting the Transaxle hopefully fixed here. I'll bring the box of parts over here. Looks like it's this box here. So I got this box I just took out yesterday. I had the Transaxle open. If you guys, I posted a video about this maybe a couple weeks ago. I had stated I blew the transmission up in it. So this is the main gear selector. I gotta get used to the camera angle here. There's another gear set that would be, it'd be kind of like right around here where the input is and whatnot. And if I have this bushing, here it is. Because this thing blew up the locker, I'll show you guys in a little bit. This bushing here, this is a bushing. It's probably not supposed to be that one out there. Let's see if the camera, there's a little bit of scarring on the shaft there. So this ate some shavings. This end here, this bushing, this is where the brake would be. This one is really tight, but this is a 6-speed MST206. I'll go ahead and grab, here's one axle. Let me go and find the other one. I don't know how I could just have only one axle for it. But this was because I welded this differential. Here's the ball gear. If you guys see, there's some shavings down in there too. That's all of the aluminum, everything that got eaten up on it. We grab these spider gears. So we got, this is the long axle. I can't find the short one. And as you can see, all of these gears were welded. They got blown off. All of these gears were welded. And when you weld this kind of metal that these gears are made out of, weakens it a lot. Here's the spider gears. You can see that one's blown off. That one's blown off. Those ones are a little bit damaged. Those ones and those ones. I can go ahead and grab these big pieces of weld. This would have wrapped around the gear, something like that. So this was a piece of weld that broke off. And if I had the cases, 2 half cases I opened up, it actually blew a hole in the back of the differential. But right now, like I said, if you guys watched the ATOTF video I just posted today, let me sit down over here. You guys, people tell what my hands are. today I posted a video. I got some working on the ATOTF over there, and I got the two cases, or two sets of cases, taken to a tank to get them cleaned out a lot better. Let's make sure this is working, right? But I got those taken care of, I got those in the tank, and I also brought the two cases from this thing so we can get those cleaned up at the exact same time. So, should be able to get both cases cleaned up. I also got a metal set in there too, so I'm hoping around next Monday, Tuesday, next week I should get the cases back all cleaned up inside and outside. And as far as the hole goes, I'll just JB weld that up. And I don't have any differential cases right now, but the bearing surfaces where this ball gear sits, because this ball gear here, at this angle, right, this ball gear is running along, and when it blew the welds up, all these pieces and shavings went all around where this thing lies, and it just grinded away at the bearing surfaces, aluminum surfaces, as you call it. So it doesn't look like too much damage. What I've done is I bought in a 6-foot long metal rod, and then we're taking that metal rod and cutting it in half. So I have a couple, two 3-foot sections. One section will be going in the all-terrain lawn tractor built off for the back transaxle. And the other section will be going in this thing, and we'll have to cut some keyways in it because it's just plain steel rod. If I had it around, I would show you guys. I don't know what it is right now, but gotta get that done. I also bought the weld-on hub that's got the keyway inside of it, and we're cutting keyway on the outside of it, 2 keyways. So it has keys like these here. I can just slip keyways in there, make it the dock lock weldable. So that should work just fine for this. Right now I've just got, I believe it's a locked Spicer 6-speed, but right now it's only getting 4 gears and reverse. It's not going really fast right now. And I've also just got these, I think they're 25-inch. But I've just got these sitting on there for now. I do have the aggressive tires for it. I'll get the transaxle bolted back in now, put those on. These guys can see it fine. The front fenders, they're working pretty good. These are just Tractor Supply fender, Jeep fender, cut it in half. And got one fender on each side, 1/2 fender. Up front are just 16 inches Colorado X-Trax. Those are amazing tires. I love the way they work in the mud. They steer really good. And what I'm going to be working on tonight, hopefully, is the 18-horse Briggs here. It's got the dual PZ 30mm carbs that I'm used to running. I've got one right up here. Go ahead and show you guys. This is also my camera stand up here. It's got a GoPro mount up there. And this carb here is going to be going on the 4x4 for the Honda engine. Should work out pretty good. But I've got 2 of these carbs on that. And because I let this thing sit outside, it got pretty rusted and whatnot. The cables and everything are all rusted. You can see these 2 cables here are from the throttle cable. I've also got my choke cable here, and no choke cable. I just got 2 chokes on the dashboard here. This battery's still good. Battery's dead, so first thing I'll get that battery on the charger. So to fix that, I've got some new cables here. I've got, we can open them up for the first time. So we've got one cable here. They're the exact same cable I've used over there. So it's just about a 4-foot long cable. This end here's got a bend in it. As you guys can see, moves at a 90-degree angle. This goes into the gas pedal, something like that. And then my foot would be here. I'd be pressing the gas pedal and I'd be moving that. And then these two go to the carb. Let's show you guys. I've got the choke. There's the choke. If I take the air filter off, there's the choke in there. Honestly, you don't need chokes on these carbs because they do have, which is the main reason why I want them. You got this little pump accelerator. It's right in. You can see it's right in there. That's the little pump accelerator. So that gives it feel from the ball. Just direct injects it up to the slide here. And then up top, you've got the slide. There's the spring, there's the cap, and there's the slide. And with these, if I pop this out here, you can take this needle out, and this, the camera might not be able to take it out. You see, you guys can kind of see, but there's maybe 5 slots. You can change where this is to give a little bit more or a little bit less fuel. So that's kind of the main fuel adjustment, and then there's an idle adjustment right here for idle. So I can just drop this thing back in there. This only go in one direction because there's an idle speed scale, and that's got this little slot right there. A little slot you guys can barely see. That goes in there. There's the slide, spring, and the cap. So now, if I get this back together, go ahead and open up the rest of the stuff here. Oh, I almost got it. But I use these same carbs on the beast mode. My 25 horsepower big, the V20. That thing runs great. It's the air filter for it. I also got some of those. So here's the second cable. Let's get this out here. See what's happening here. It looks like zipper broke. There we go. So we just got the second cable, exact same cable. And then I've got some air filters here because I did rob the air filters from the dashboard up in there to put on the beast mode on the 25 horsepower. There's one air filter, so I can remove this stuff when I'm done. And here's the other one. So on that side, drop this stuff back in here. Move that away. We got 2 of those and 2 cables, which should be all I need. So I'm gonna check this really quick. Oh, looks like I got the chat to check up on here. A Calvo, a Max, Holly. You guys are having a good night. A Zero. So we're going to get working on here. I'm probably going to forget a couple times to check on the live chat over here. Maybe I'll check in every once in a while, but I'm just going to leave this laptop so I can see the chat. So let's get working. First thing I got to do, let me scoot you guys in here now. And hopefully next stream I'll have a better camera. This is just my laptop webcam here. But it does seem to have decent quality, so that should work. I do have a socket set and just an impact drill in case if I need that. I should have a good line of sight here to the chat. Okay, so these are the L snorkels I got. You guys can see that is my Transaxle breather tube. That just goes to the Transaxle and vents it. I got a little vent on the Transaxle, not on this Transaxle, but if I grab this plug here, this is a plug I install. I've got a video, and it's just got a fuel line size. I think it's 1/4 inch. You just run to some kind of cleaner. So when you I'd like to get these out of the way. There we go. Shake them off. So here's the air cleaners or the snorkels I got. These things look really nice. Looks like I got it flipped around here. There we go. So this has that little thing for the bevel for the transaxle, and then this one here has got the bevel for the crankcase. Let's go ahead and set this stuff down right there. So the bevel is right up in here next to this tub. I've got my fuel pump here. So let's get working. I gotta take, looks like I've already got this slide off, and the slide is actually running into this gauge here, so we could get a 7/16 and take that gauge off. And you might be able to see me back here. So you got 7/16. Take this gauge out, and then support it underneath it like that. And what I've got going on, I got a fuel pump underneath my battery tray here, and that takes the fuel from the gas tank, pressurizes it, and then this is a pressure regulator that keeps about 1 psi, because anything past pretty much 1 psi will just flood these bowls out, and too much gas will flow into the engine. So that just regulates fuel. So here's one slide. I think I was having trouble with these slides being frozen until I had left it outside. Seems to be fine now. I think I see something down in there. Looks like there's a piece of wire. Might know what that's from. We'll go ahead and grab that. Might be able to grab it. No, might be able to. Let's see, can I get my hand down in there maybe? That thing's pretty far in there. Yeah, there we go. I'll show you guys what this wire does here in a second. It's kind of important. Let's open up or close the truss so I can get my hand and get this thing out. You might be able to get it with these now. There we go. So, let's see. Okay, see you, Polly. Thanks for tuning in. I think I heard you got a video you're editing, so stay tuned for that. What I've got here, this is part of the original cables. Like I said, I've got this thing this is the new cable. I've got something that splits the one from the gas pedal into two. And this was into two pump. This would go to the pump accelerator, or the accelerator pump. This would go to the slide. And I was having trouble because my cables weren't long enough. So I added about 2 inches on there using this little nut. You get that. That just connects to the slide. So I got a little bit longer of a cable. So I'll have to remake these wires on the new slides. New cables. So I don't want to leave that, I just set it there. Yeah, these are great engines. What is that? Avery. Great engines. This one sold me for a long time. I've pretty much had no problems for it. I got new paint on the shroud. But these engines are unkillable to me. I've got at least 10 or 12 of these, and I've never actually blown one up. Blown anything inside of them up. I've always had problems with the coves or just spark plugs or the coils. Those are usually my only problems with them. Super well built internals on them. So now I got that slide out. Got anything out of it, we can get this slide taken apart. There's the spring. Yep, this slide is frozen in here, so we gotta get that slide unfrozen. Oh, I think I got it to move. And these slides are frozen because I let this thing sit outside for a little bit. Should be able to get this and push that slide. Maybe go and grab some oil. It is moving. go and drip some oil on there. That should get it out of there. There we go, it's moving a lot better. Just gotta get it out of there somehow. It's probably not gonna come out on its own. Oops, that accidentally loosened up the clip here. I might be getting an 18 horse. Yeah, these are good engines. I usually get mine where I have to do something with the carb on them and they run perfect. And I think I only have, out of how many I have, I probably only have 2 that have some kind of, I think one of them actually has a bolt valve or some kind of problem. And the other one just like, I got it in bad condition. It was missing the flywheel, coil, carbs, everything like that. So I gotta get this slide still stuck in there. Alright, come on. This might not be the easiest task to get. Let me see what chat says. These are almost Mikuni carbs. They're actually, what are they? They're called Ken. K-I-E-K. Oh wait, you see K-E-I-H-I-N carbs. Ken. They're a knockoff. I guess you could call them a knockoff of a Mikuni. If you go to my channel, maybe a couple months back, a lot of videos on these. I get them for 20 bucks a piece. And I got in the videos, I got links down below for these carbs. The slide is almost out here. Come on. I get some more oil in there, yes. The oil can's not liking the angle. Well, that does something. We can go ahead and get this slide put together here. So I'm just going to take these cables off, put the new ones on. I could switch the ends up here, but I think this will be faster. So undo this clamp here. There we go. And I got a bunch of zip ties to cut down there. See a chat here. Yeah, I think I had to, when I bought these carbs from the factory, I had to change the jet size, had to move the needle one up. And this thing has no problem, especially with the accelerator pump on these carbs. They really feed these engines good when you're on the idle and you just go full throttle. Gets it going pretty good. There's one, there's another one, and there's one there. So I'll bring you guys around on this gas pedal. Gotta carry you guys over there. I got this thing here. I gotta keep. Okay, let me see if I can get you guys on the gas pedal. It's not gonna be super easy. Okay, I think that's good enough. So I got my gas pedal here. I also got these 2 cables. Let me just take these cables out. So what this is a lawnmower hand throttle, and I've just got this plate welded on. And about 90 degrees, I got this little tab here. Get you guys at a better angle, hopefully. Okay, I've got this tab with 2 slots in it for these cables. And if I get these cables out, not very easy, I guess. Come on. Just the way this slot was cut. Almost out. Okay, it's not very easy when I got gotta get you guys angled here, but then I've just got solid mount here for the cables, and then I've got this here that just moves up and down. So I flow it, gives it more gas. So that's how it works. Set you guys down here and get it repositioned. There we go. Yeah, I was thinking maybe smog pumps would be a good idea. Everyone does smog pumps. If I could buy a turbo, it's only some little mini tiny belt-driven superchargers on eBay. Flows. Those would be kind of cool. Be really cool on a mud track though. So here's the old cables. I'm gonna keep these because I have a couple of these lying around just from when they get broken or whatnot. I gotta watch out though, because these ends here are getting a little bit split. The camera can kind of pick up. The wires are getting a little bit broken, but that's fine. So we got the new one here. We're gonna put one in, get this slide working, and then put the other cable in. So I'll just set this down here. Try not to cut it up too much. There we go. Oh, those. I can get this thing back out. There we go. These look like they come with some kind of little rubber boot on here. I just need that there, so we'll just go ahead and see if this comes off. If it doesn't, I'll go ahead and cut it off. Let's see if it will go over this little barrel end. Okay, I think I'll just try to cut it off there. Not exactly sure how without cutting the cable. I think this might work. There we go, we got it cut in it now, so it should be able to get it off there. There's that. So now we just got this, which will fit in the gas pedal. Let's get this down in there, and we can do this. There we go. So this cable is going to run over here. When I'm done here, this is going to be a madman mess up here with cables. So I've got one cable. This one goes to the slide. This one goes to the accelerator pump. Looks like I also need to get rid of this for the accelerator pump because it looks like it won't fit on here. Some more stuff. Might have to cut it the same way I did. I'll go ahead and cut it just to make it easier. Just make a little bit of a slot there. And off it goes. Okay, so that kind of comes up around the dipstick. This here goes so we can get the spark plug wire out. So this will sit down in this slot. And then I can take this little end here. It's actually easier if I just go like that. Bring it up around. And like that. So now, to go ahead and give it some gas, it should work, yep. And for my springs, when I put the big spring back in the curb, this spring is going to be what acts to spring it up. I can't put a spring on the gas pedal, but having two of these springs is a lot of tension, let alone adding another gas pedal spring. So that, we'll go ahead and get that dealt with in a second. What I gotta do now is I gotta get some wire. Might take me a minute to find this wire, but that wire is just I'm gonna wrap it around the end of this cable. I'll get you guys a close up here in a second. I'm just gonna have that wire wrapped around here, and it's just gonna go out with a nut to catch on the slide, because with this original cable, it won't idle all the way. It'll stay like at too high of RPM. So let me try to find some wire. This might be the hardest thing to find. If I had remembered I needed a really small wire, I have known to get it before the video, but no biggie. Set of files. This isn't the wire I was thinking of. It's like heavy steel wire compared to this stuff, which is really small on there. But we'll see how that works. So here's the nut here. We can just unwind or just cut it off somehow. Let's see. Cut that off. And then we got take this off. Not very easy when it's so small. There we go. So there's this nut in my hand. That will just stay, let me see, that will just stay right here on the slide, and the wire goes through here. So that should all work. Let me catch up my shot. If I take, let me see, they're on eBay, so let me type in eBay deal. eBay's on really fast connection. I remember them being called mini supercharger. Yeah, that seemed to bring up a decent search result. Let me bring this over here for you guys. So we got. This is what I was talking about. This little tiny is some here for $200. This wasn't the exact one I had remember seeing. Wait for it to load here. It's taking a while. Click on it again. There we go. So I saw these a while back. Somebody put them on a micro van, I think. This one looks like it has a serpentine belt. But you just got inlet, whatever you call them, turbines, I don't know. And then you got outlet here. Picture's not going to load very fast, but just about a mini supercharger or mini boost. Something like that. Someday I might get one of those and put it right here, have the belt. So now we can take our new cable, we can just get a section of this wire. This is going to be a little bit harder, like I said, because this is really heavy wire. It's not going to be easy to get it wrapped around this. And if I can't get it to work, I'll go and find the wire I intended to get. But this might work off, work how I want it. Okay, let me see if I can. There's no tension up here. Yeah, a little tiny wire might work a lot better than this I'm using. I gotta make sure this isn't. If this accidentally loosens up or something, it's just gonna let it stay at idle. But that might work. So I just got this wire here now. And I've also got to get the length set up, which is going to take me some time. Let me just disconnect this here. And so we can kind of put the slide in. It'll go like that. I think I remember seeing one of those superchargers on like eBay, but it was a little bit different with a V-belt on it though, so that'd be nice, a V-belt pulley. To get it on an oppie, I guess you just have to get some kind of mount. So you could probably, there's some bolts right here, just mount it up there. You'd want some kind of tube brace system to make sure it's not moving each way, get a V-belt off the flywheel, and then I guess for me, instead of using these intake pipes, take that and tee it off into each intake. Who knows, might be doing that soon. So I got that slide in there. I've also got this cap. This cap here that screws on has a removable top, kind of a rain cap type of thing. So if we set this here, we can just kind of judge how, if this sits in the top of there, or if this pretty much at idle. Oops. Let's see, is this all the way? Yeah, it's all the way, so kind of messed up this over here. So if this sits down there, where does this slide sit? Let me just kind of see where it sits based on where my finger, how far my finger goes in. This won't probably be exact the first time. I'll have to fine tune it till the slide touches. I think I see Saul Vlogs in the chat. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. So that's gonna go something like this, and I need it to be about this bend here. Let's just double check that again. I think that should work. If I can't make this wire work, like I said, I'll go and find some lighter duty wire. Now I gotta find this nut here. Go and slip that on, and we'll just put a loop in it, and cap it off here. Hope this works out. I want that small wire I know is around here somewhere, but it's around here somewhere. That's the problem. Okay, so we got this nut on the end. You guys can kind of see, just to extend the length of that. So it's going to take this cap off. There we go. Got 7 people. Hope you guys, everyone in the stream, having a good night so far. So let's see how this would evolve. Oh, I see. I gotta, because the slot here is very small, I have to get that nut weaved through here, and then it goes back through here, and this sits on the bottom there. And this big wire might not allow me to do so. Yeah, I might have to go with the smaller wire if I can find it. Let's see, Colt's MudMowers. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm going to have to find some smaller wire here in a second. Let me set that down, read chat, and then go and find the wire. Yeah, one of these Opties on your mud mower, these make us great engines. Nice thing is, if you get full throttle and then just send it through the mud hole, they'll keep the RPM and torque going through the mud hole. The thing I noticed about the V-twins, I got the V-twin with these same carbs on it. That thing has a lot of torque just right off the bat. You got a lot of torque, it'll do decent wheelies, but I've noticed that thing bogs down a little bit compared to this thing, which is 2 cc or 2 cubic inches smaller. Not that big of a difference. So we'll try to find wire I'm looking for. That's not going to be easy because it's such small wire. We're going to find some juice on that might work. I think I know what this wire harness is out of. So what I've got here, this is the wiring harness out of the blue Cushman, and I'm trying to think what happened. Somehow it burnt up, and I can get you guys in on here. It just melted the wiring harness, so I had to go through and rewire it all. But what this has got is it's got because it melted the copper wires, it's got these little strands of copper wire. Now it is copper, I mean it's not going to be as strong, so might have to get maybe 4 of these strands here. So I've got 4 strands in my hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go over here, grab the drill. There we go. So I got the drill. What I'm hoping to do is take this drill and just wind these wires up here. It might not be too easy because I've never done it before, but if I can just get to a point where they kind of all meet at the end, wrap it over a couple of times here to start off. So I got these wires kind of contained up here. So go ahead and chuck in the drill. Try to make sure it's about as centered as I can get it. Hold this in. Yeah, I do feel it. It started trying to pull it together, so I know it's tight. As you can see, this wire pretty strong now. Now that it's braided together. Oops, that's going. Someone's jumping off this table. So hopefully we can cut it off without it unbraiding. There we go. So I've got pretty good end on here. This will be the end I use. I'll just make sure it's really tight with some pliers. Just get that pretty tight so I know it's not going to come undone. And I've got this over here which I started off with, so I'll just be able to cut this to my desired length. Hopefully that copper will hold up good enough. And if it does break, I'll go and buy some steel wire. Okay. You guys got any questions for me? I'd gladly answer them. I'm planning on having maybe even a live stream, who knows? It's going to have some kind of Q&A. Maybe in a couple weeks here I'll make a post, make a video. You guys can comment whatever comment you want in the comment section. And I'll go ahead and review them in a live stream. Hope you're looking for a lot of questions here so I can answer a lot during the live stream maybe. So there we go. We got this new wire on there. Seems to be on there pretty good. I don't think it's going to slip past this end. So now I'm just going to check. I'm going to put this slide back in just to check about how much length I need. About there. So this will be a lot easier on the second cycle. I'll know what length and everything I need. Got copper cap. I mean this end cap here. There we go. So we need this end here. That will sit in this top here. And I remember what being right about there. So we don't need much actually. But I want to make sure I don't cut this too short. I can always leave some extra just hanging around inside the carb. So let's go ahead and put that on. Bend it up here. And then we'll just weave it together. So it comes loose. I'm not going to get it too tight in case I need to change it. Who's grabbing? Okay, there we go. We got about, you guys can barely see that, I got about an inch extra on there. I'll do that. Don't drop it. Take this slide out. Now I should be able to get this through the slot. Cross my fingers. Come on. You had to get in there somehow, right? Oh, okay, I got that through. Yeah, there we go. Decent. Okay. I am forgetting something. Yeah, I haven't worked on slides in a while now. Can you guys guess what I forgot to do? Yep, I forgot the cap. So I gotta put this cap on. which, wow, looks like I gotta get the cap on is the first thing to do actually, so again, undo this here and restart. So there's nut off, put this cap on here, there we go. Hopefully I won't do the same mistake on the other side. Get this back up on there. I got a question, I'll go ahead and answer in a second here. Set that down, so now I got the cap on. Think twice. Okay. Got a question. Those twins don't have adjustable valves, do they? No, they don't. They're just standard flathead, L-head. You got their tappets and then the valves. I really haven't had any problems with the valves. I've never ever adjusted a valve on a post twin, which is probably good. I've never had the need to. I never took off the cylinder head either. But I did see someone try to take a 15 horsepower Briggs overhead valve single cylinder head, and they're trying to bolt it up here, so you got your push rods and then you got your overhead valves. I haven't seen them do an update on it, I don't think. And I might go ahead and steal that idea. I thought that was pretty cool. So now I got this. It'll take a lot of work though, because you gotta make sure it's got pretty much the same surface area for the piston. The valves will not hit. And then machine some new holes in the head. But I bet it's possible. So now we can put the slide on. I kind of remember how it went together last time here, so we might make it easier without pliers. If I take this and I go over here, I should be able to see live stream here. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna try to open up the live stream on this computer. Only reason I didn't have the live stream up on this computer so I could make sure I got everything in the shot I need. Oops, I just did a mistake. Oh, I got my volume on. Hold on, guys. That should work. Okay, let me get volume off. I just realized I put this on. Seems a lot short. Maybe that's not that bad. I had it stuck on something. But I need the spring in there. So there's the spring. We gotta get that in there. So I gotta take this back off. I think when I take it off, I'm also gonna lengthen it. What do you think of the Throttle command engines or motors? My personal opinion, they're well-built engines. They have the overhead valve, the V-twin with, I guess, overhead valve, and they have hydraulic valve lifters. Those are really nice having hydraulic valve lifters because you don't have to go through and adjust the valves. As long as you got oil, the valve adjusters should adjust how they want. Some problems I have with the Throttle commands is I sometimes get carb issues with them, and it's not easy to find carb kits. Or from what I've looked at, carb kits aren't easy to get a hold of. And I also have problems with the starters. If I don't grab a starter and set it here. I've got a full box over here of Briggs and Throttle starters. I'm gonna switch views here. Okay, so this is the starter, and I have problems with this design here, this thing here, this rebel thing. I know exactly how it works, but these things don't have the best engagement, and I've even breaking this shaft one off there. I somehow managed maybe a 5 or 7 went up and just broke that off. So but overall, Throttle V-twins well-built engines. I've used them a couple of times. I'm gonna get this back out here so I can get the spring in. There we go. I'm gonna switch it again, get the right view open. Okay, there's the slide, and I got this belt here. I might have to lengthen that up a little bit. Switch over here really quick. Rebuilding command. Someday I might, if I want, because there'll probably a lot that'll built in the V-twin, so I might do something with one day. I'll be right back, guys. I'll continue working on that here. Okay. Got that. Let's see. Some of those. That. There it is. So instead of using, you get this open here. Instead of using those wires, I might try these little cables, and then there's this here. Set that down there. So I'm just going to try putting the spring in. If it's not the right length and I can't get it the right length, I'll go ahead and try out those. So we're going to compress this like that. I think it's a little bit too tight right now. Let me undo this a lot. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, it is. And we'll just pull this down here a little bit. Where is it? I do have maybe a centimeter of adjustment about there. Go ahead and clamp that and then weave this on. Kind of thought that was going to happen just because this is copper wire. So let me take this off and we will try these out. Let's see. So there's cable. There's this. You might be able to get this to work. It looks like if I got this here, I don't think it's fitting through this slot here how it should. Yeah, these almost fit, but I'm having trouble with. I can move this over. I've got this cable that should go through down there, and then it should slide through this slot, but it doesn't slide through how it should. So you might have to stick with the brass. I'll go ahead and try one other thing with that. Be right back. Okay. So sometime I might be able to get this here working, the chain, but I can't right now. What I've got here is, this is steel cable, which is what I was looking for. So we'll take the drill, we'll go ahead and double it up here. Put some kind of little bend in there, and then weave it up. There we go. Should be plenty tight. As you can see, that cable gets pretty strong now. It's almost solid. We should be able to cut this off down here like that. So now we've got this cable here. It's a lot stronger. I'll set that down there. We'll get back to that in a second. We'll just see how chat's doing. Got 9 watching. Nice. Yeah, if I might, and he should sell some of these just locally. I think they do sell, they should sell cams for these. Try ALKRacing, AOC.com, ALKRacing.com. They have a lot of air-cooled engine performance parts. I see a lot on there. I would assume they have, I've seen built flywheels, connecting rods, they might have cams. I'm pretty sure I've seen cam shops. I might have lost, here it is, remember falling. So here we go, we've got this nut here. Take off the copper that broke. Go ahead and get the new steel on, and then we can try running it for a slide. It's really small, it's not wanting to come off. Might have it, there we go. That's what happened, is I bent the, what is that, copper too much, and it just decided to let go. So now we've got that there. Go ahead and leave that to go. Grab it here. I'm going to leave a lot of adjustment room up there in case I need to change that. So hopefully we're not going to get this too tight, just in case to undo that. We'll leave extra, that little part right there. Okay, it might be in the other computer. That one way up there, down here, so I can see chat easier. So we'll take this, and we'll just randomly throw it on there, I guess. Cut some of this extra off. I don't need all of that. And this, I think, should be a good amount of length. So the problem I'm having, let me try to scoot you guys in here even a little bit more. Maybe take some of this stuff off. Okay, the problem I'm having is I got this slide. I can get this slide on, but there's not even enough room to get the spring on, which here's the spring. This thing compresses a little bit. And then where's the cap? I think I maybe not put it underneath that, but find the cap for that. Let me find that. It's not underneath that. Where would it be? I just saw it a second ago, I think. There it is. Let me get the power plant shot here. We're gonna just bring this computer down here. Squeeze some stuff out of the way. Oh, he has headphones on. I shut the door. Should have said headphone warning users. Okay, well, so I got this cap here. One thing I noticed is I accidentally put this extension on without that on there. That's not going to work very well. Unwind this. It's not the easiest thing to do, so I got this nut on there. We got to put all this stuff through the cap. And that should work. And then we'll put this extension back on. There we go. So now this cap will slide up on the cable. Slide up here if I can get it to fit through here. There we go. So now we can take our spring, slide the spring on, just like a decent length. So I grab this there, and now I take the slide, which is somewhere. Location wise, not completely sure. Let me see if I can find the slide too. I'm losing everything tonight. Let me just check if it's underneath. Doesn't seem to be. Where did I put the slide? Oh, wow. It is sitting right in front of me. So we'll put this on, slip it through this hole. Come on, you got it. Almost there. Isn't very easy with all this tension in one hand. There we go, perfect. And we'll get this through. Now, as you guys can see, that's the nut right in there. That's got that locked on. I think that's pretty good length. As you guys can see, when I step on the gas, it'll pull the slide up. So let's cross our fingers and hope that this thing hits the idle how it should. I'm having a problem. I think I need some oil on this slide. There we go. So let's try it out again. It seems to go into the spot it should, but it's not wanting to move down. Is there something wrong? This needle seems fine. I don't see anything that's sticking out. This cable is all in the slot. Let me check that. This in here real sec, real quick. Okay, I don't think I see anything in there. This should go in there, but it doesn't seem like it wants to. Make sure we get it straight on. Oh, it just bottoms out there. There we go. We got it. So we can go ahead and tighten this up. And let's hope that when I look in there, I think it's how it should be. It's not very easy to look in there with this bumper on. But I got the flashlight here, and I'm gonna set this gas pedal up over here, like that. So as you can see, oh, the barrel came off, but I am giving it gas, and it is right here, sure enough doing what it should. So if I can give it gas here and look in there, actually I could just do this in my hand, if I can get this out of there. What I'm going to do now is just make sure that the slide is going to idle how it should. Set the slide up. Yep. And it pretty much goes full throttle. Not too worried that it hits the very top. I would get you guys a video down there, but probably won't be the easiest thing to do. And as you can hear, that clunk when it hits the bottom is good, because that means it's actually going to idle. I think that I have this idle screw set pretty far in there, so that this side should be done. I forgot to put this cap on here. This is a rain cap. Forgot to put that on this here. But what I can do later on, I'll go ahead and take this cable separately apart up here, and I'll go ahead and put this cap back on. So now I can put this in the accelerator pump. This also does help keep the cable from popping out, so that is kind of important. There we go. I also should maybe I should take some length out of that cable, because as you can see, this thing comes out of there before it actually engages, but it also could be because I do have the idle up. So we're just going to put that in there for now. This might not be synced perfectly if these aren't right, but there's also adjustment. There's a lot of adjustment down here inside of this where that turns. So we'll just set this over here, and we can start working on this one. So get you guys back up here a little bit. I remember having this slide stuck. I think it's still stuck in there a little bit. So let me get something to pry it out of there. Just we can try. What do we want to use? We want to use these ones. Okay, it's up a little bit, but now there's no way I can actually grab it to get it all the way out. I have an idea. What if I get a hook or something and get it out of there? If the slide doesn't move freely, it's not going to come out very easily. It's not doing any of those. We can pull this jet or needle out of there, and so there's a little bit of, just a little bit of, a tiny bit of something. You guys can't really see it, but there's something on that. Don't know what it's from. Now I need something that we can hook in there and get that out. We might be able to do it with this. Oh! Okay, I got a hold of it, but it let go. I don't want to damage this thing too much, because it's not really damaging anything in there. Come on. Let's see, we need a screwdriver so we can pry that up as much as possible. I've also got maybe this bolt. Let's see. So, a screwdriver, we can go ahead and push this slide as much as possible. And then I've got this here, which has little hands. And maybe we can get some of those hands in this slide down. This is not super easy. I just need one of you guys to go in there, please. Well, that didn't work. I ended up pushing the slide back down, so push it back up. It's not wanting to come out of there. I've already put oil on it. Just doesn't like it, does it? Oh wait, I got an idea. Okay. There it is. Oh, I lost it. Here we go. Get the slide out. What I just did is I noticed from inside of there, I can get these up in there and slip it out of there. So now we got this here, put in like that, and then there's this clip, which we will drop in there. Just make sure to pull this out, get that tight in there. So there's the slide. And here is this other piece of wire we can use. I'll move you guys down a little bit so you can see what I'm going to be walking on. So I'm going to bend this over at the end. Doesn't have to be pretty. Open it up. Oh. And we'll hold this tight. should be plenty good. There we go. So we got this wire now, pretty strong. Cut it off here, right about there. So take this end, and I gotta find everything that came out of this side. I see the cap down here. Here's the cap. Where's the spring? I took this spring out. Not entirely sure. I guess there's one spring down here. There's the spring. What I'm looking for is the little nut that I could put on here. I could put pretty much anything on there, I guess. I might be able to put whatever this little thing is. It wouldn't go for this chain here. So let's just put this on here. We can always change this later on. Oh, I got one thing to check. Will it fit through this slide how it should? Looks like that's a yes. So we can go ahead and put this on. Hopefully I don't forget to, I gotta open this back up. I have to tighten all these braids up and everything in there just so I don't have anything coming loose. Hey West Virginia Hillbilly Offroading, how you doing? Glad to see you here. What time is it? We've been streaming for about half an hour. No wait, about an hour. It's taken me a while to get all these bolts done. Okay, I see what happened there. I actually was tightening this and it decided to pop out of my loop. Can we get it back in? Let's see. A little nut or something would look a lot better. I'm not entirely sure where to find that. Yep, this is the smoker. Right there. Finally getting around to fixing this thing up. I've bought some new cables for it. There's the cable, because I let this thing sit outside and all of those got rusted up. I also had to steal some parts for the beast mode. So I got new cables, I got new air filters, and I'm planning on having this thing driving here in a amount of time. So we got this through there. We can go ahead and wipe it off here, yes. If this fails on me again, I'll just go out and find a small nut or something. We go make sure this is plenty tight. That shouldn't go anywhere. Kind of walking off the screen here. It's not very easy when this stuff is so small. Oh yeah, saw those tires you got on the Godzilla. Those are looking pretty good. Just gotta get those mounted up on there, and then you see how it rides and whatnot. You gotta get the engine together too, I guess. So there we go, we got this little thing to catch on the slide. Get it through there. And there we go. So all that does is it just catches on the slide here. It doesn't have to look pretty or anything. So now I can take this and I can kind of judge by dropping the slide down in there. Oh, one thing I should do. Nope, I actually got this cable on there, so in case if it gets stuck. It is pretty hard to get out of there. Okay, it's about the same length, so we're going to take some oil so that actually comes out of there. No, did that actually happen? I pulled on it too hard and I think it came off. There we go. Let's see what happened. Maybe not. Okay, wait, what happened? Nothing happens now. It's not coated and polished yet. Maybe if I go ahead and change the seals out with something on it someday, go ahead and get around to that. So somehow that clip in there kind of loose. Let me just get that back in there. We'll drop this in. Actually, we can start on that end. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the cable. We gotta first get this plastic off. And you guys on the screen here. I'm gonna angle it up. So we're going to go ahead and cut that off. Hopefully not cutting the cable. Move it out. I don't need this big rubber thing, and I also don't need it on this end here. It's the exact same thing. Cut a little slot in it, and then we can put it on there. It's not making it easy for me. There we go. Come on, there we go. So now we got these. Will go to the carb. We're just going to set this in the slot. Take this. So let's not forget any important steps. First, we got the little rain cap boot thing. That will go right on here. And next time, I'll make sure I get it on that one there. If I can't, I should have this rain cap for this one. If I do take that apart, I'll probably get it on there. Got that. Then we got this cap here. We'll drop that cap on. And then we'll go ahead and get, where is the wire? Here's the wire. Oops, dropped that. Let me sit on this chair. So we got this. We got this wire. I'm guessing it needs to be, I can't remember from the last time I did it. Let me just guess. About here would be good. And if I need to go back, I can just loosen this up and put it somewhere else. I'm just going to cut all the excess off. Last time I see, oh yeah, the tile fell off on it. It was this tile right down here. You guys can't really see it, but there's the fender of it. I think the spindle actually got really weak where it's bent because I had welded a plate in and I got it so hot that it just managed to crack the whole spindle in half. It was quite impressive. So there's that. Got the extension. That does look a little bit short, so I can pull it down here actually a little bit. And then we got the spring. Get that situated up in here. And if we got enough room, this thing's got some dope on it. We'll go ahead and get that through there. Come on. Don't get stuck when I got this spring and every other thing going together right now. There we go. So we got that. We can compress this now. Not what is happening up here. There we go. It might be too short of a wire currently. I think it's just stuck or something. I cannot tell. Yeah, we'll go ahead and lengthen up this wire a little bit here. Set the slide down so it doesn't get too much dope. And straighten this back out. So we can take a couple of loops off the top here. Let's see exactly on the bottom. There we go. And we'll make sure this is still tight up here. Oh. Go and get this tight. Where are these? Should be good. I think that's long enough. So we got the spring. Get that on there. Probably going to improve on this when I can actually get the right end on this. I need something better than what we got on here right now. This thing here should be changed. So we'll go ahead and slip that through there. Went on just fine. And there we go. So we can put our tension on it. So it's holding, that's about the same length from there to there on the slide. So we can go ahead and let's just should another dope on this slide here. Put some oil on that and drop it down in there. Like that. This thing's really shouldn't have done that. This slide is really stuck in there. Like I didn't clean this out very well. Goes in there, gets stuck, and then it goes back to where it should. So let's get some paper towels and we'll clean that out. Here we go. Get a piece of this off. This one's nice and no dope caught up in there. I'm going to take this piece back out with the brand new wire on. Let's just see how this slides in there. It's like a slide, it shouldn't get stuck. It's getting stuck right in there. And you can hear it go down. So let's get these and just pry it back out. We can get some oil in there. Problem is, if this is kind of tight, unlike this one, where it goes how it should, that's gonna eventually just break the wire off again, which isn't what we want. So I'm gonna get this out of there. Try it again. It's got a really hard spot in there. It's really hard. At the bottom it's easy. Coming up it gets hard. And it's easy. So I'll go ahead and set that down. We'll just check if there's anything gummed up on the slide. I don't see anything that should be stopping it that much. I don't know how I can clean this out except with paper towels. So let's just clean out this a little bit more. There might be some stuff around this edge here where this little slide slot is. There might be some stuff in that. Let me get straight. Clean any old gas, any corrosion. Accidentally use a paper towel down there, anything that could be stuck in there. There we go. Let's make sure this is also clean. This shouldn't have anything wrong with it though. It seems to not have anything on it, so we'll go ahead and try it. I'm going to put some of this on there. And we'll just drop it in there. Good position. Ooh. Still has a really hard spot. I'm not sure what that's from. I mean, it should be a little bit tight, but it should slide. Shouldn't really be tight at all, because then it's not gonna go back to idle. I was playing pretty hard there. It's just got a really hard spot on it, which I cannot identify what it is from. So we'll set that down. This thing ran maybe 6 months ago. I did an update video maybe a couple months ago where I talked about blowing up the Transaxle. Let me get a cleano so I can run it through that slide. Let's see. This one? That might work. Not seeing anything else that could work, so. Oh, this might work a lot better. Okay. So yeah, it ran about a couple months ago until I let it sit outside and got the slides all frozen up. So I've got this little cleaner. Go and try to clean anything out of here. It's not a steel wire brush, so I can't get too much dirt or whatever's off in here. That might work. What I'm gonna try really quick, let's unscrew this. And let's see if that slide works any better. So that one slides very easy. There we go. Let's see if this slide here is going to work any differently. Because it could be the slide itself, or it could be where the slide is sliding in. It doesn't have, I felt a little bit of a spot where it slowed down, but it wasn't terrible. And just, in a comparison, and try this whole unit over here. See this? Let's see, yeah. That pretty much slides freely, which is giving me the impression that the slide has something wrong with it. I'm going to set that stuff up now. Let's see, I see a little bit, maybe not. We can just grab a file. We might have an idea. Maybe somehow one of these edges got like a bowl on it or something, so we can just make sure any edge is not sticking up here. Don't want to scratch this thing too much. We can just get the bottom of this too, and get this long slide part here. See, there's something, might be something in here this is grabbing on. It really shouldn't be grabbing on too much. And make sure anything's down there. Wipe any shavings off. I do kind of feel something down on this end. So we'll go ahead and clean off whatever's happening here. There we go. So I've just sanded down this slot here. It might have got a little bit of a bump, making it not easy to slide in this here. Let's get it rotated. Not any easier. I think I've got some dirt on it. It's having some problems getting down there. Let's clear it out again. It's like some grime left over. That is really weird. But it does seem a little bit easier. I hope. You might want to use lawnmower. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Well, it seems to be stuck in there again. Yeah. Okay, see you later. West Virginia. Hillbilly off-roading. That thing does not want to get out of there. Don't put as much into this. There's actually a little piece of. Oh wow. Perfect. You guys remember that from the last slide we did? That's the little tiny nut that we used, which I could not find, and I had to use that there. So we're gonna swap that out if I don't lose this thing. And if we get this slide to work out, it should. If I can get it out of here, I'll go ahead and grab this piece of sandpaper, sand the inside of the slide out, and we'll sand the slide down too. But I don't. There we go. I don't want to be doing too much. So one thing, let's see. I don't feel it in there. Maybe I have a piece of sandpaper. We'll go to town with that. So a piece over here. Let's see. Let's see. I know pieces. Some wet sand. And this. Got this here wet sanding type paper I can use. Where'd the slide go? Here it is. We're just going to keep on sanding it in here. Get anything off that might have been when I'm taking it out with the pliers. Let's make sure we get some oil on that. And we'll flip to this little side here. I do assume it could be the slide because it wasn't working easily in that, which it should work fine. Let's go ahead and clean any remainings off the sanding. And we'll try it in this slide here. A little bit of grit left on, but not too hard. So, still hits the very hard spot on there. Cannot be exactly sure what that sound was. Hold on, where is. Oh, I think I installed this wrong. Okay, there we go. This has gotta go way over here. Hold on. Where did it go? Oh, let's get some of this on there. and this has got to go this way. That seems to work a little bit better on this side. It just hit a kind of a bad spot and then it went through, so maybe it will work. Oh shit, I'm out of. Let's go ahead and get it out of here. Oh yeah, that works a lot better. So I'm assuming it's going to work a lot better over here, right? We should get anything else. So this doesn't have barely any looseness. Ooh, very hard stone. So I'm going to try ahead and get this out. There we go. And we'll try taking some sandpaper maybe. And sanding the inside of this. The problem is there's a little a bump or something that sticks out, a stud, to make sure the slide is going in the right way. You can see this. It's right on the back corner of the slide. Go and drop some oil down there. And if I can't, if this doesn't fix what the problem could be, I don't know what it could be. I can't really get the auto side, like I said, because there's a little guiding stud. Let me try to get it. Doesn't seem to like that so much. So let's assume that we got maybe some rough edges out. Wipe anything down, and we'll get a new paper towel. Split that. Get any shavings out of here. Before we got a little bit of shavings on that towel. If it can pick it up, it's not best picking it up, but let's go and try this slide that works fine on that end. And try it over here. Just to make sure it's not a problem with the code body. Which it kind of appears to be. It's very tight. I might even end up breaking what's holding this on. I guess it comes out. It's not how easy it should. So let's do a bit more sanding. What's the sandpaper here? Can't really get on the side I want, or I might think the bump is on. But hopefully we can get this, whatever's in here, fixed. Where's this thing hidden? Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think the stream quality is good? Can you guys hear me good enough from over here? This is about 4 feet away from the camera. I hope to get in more streams here soon. And I'll hopefully get up. I'm going to try to use my little GoPro. I was trying to hook it up before the stream here, but I was having some problems with the wireless on it. So that thing's got a really good microphone, and I could have it wireless so I could be able to walk around and show you guys what's happening. So we sanded a lot. There's a lot of aluminum on that. So let's go ahead and wipe anything out here. I hopefully will be doing a Q&A, maybe even a live stream here soon. Couple of days, couple of weeks maybe. I'll get some ideas and have a video out. You guys can comment what you want, what questions or whatnot, and then I'll try to answer them. So here's the slide. You can run some chalk spray down. Oops. I just want to get this done. It's been about almost 2 hours. And this slide is just holding me up. It did, I think I noticed it went in maybe a little bit easier. Couldn't retrieve it. Still, I don't know. I'm just going to take a screwdriver and just keep on moving it from where it's at right now. Drop some oil. This is moving pretty good here, which I'm not seeing a lot easier. Up here, when it goes out of the slide, that's when it's getting harder. And this is actually good where it is right now because this is it's coming from idle to about half throttle. It's getting stuck like past full throttle or something. So I think this should help us and get that slide up as much as possible. And then we'll go ahead and get it out here. Okay, I think that's good enough. So there's the slide. I think that will work for me. So I'm gonna head and grab this slide. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back together. So what I gotta do, I gotta poke myself with the needle down. So I'm gonna take this apart, like so, and we'll get this off here. There we go. So there's this slide. Maybe we can try this slide on this one. See if it makes a difference. That one kind of slips right down in there. Go ahead and get it back up. And oh yeah, that slips right out of there. So I'm assuming it's the slide. So before we put that one back in there, we'll go ahead and sand it down. So what we gotta do is we gotta get all of these little, take this spring off, we gotta get all these little wires tightened in up. There we go. Gotta make sure all these wires are tight, nothing's gonna come loose. Hope nothing comes loose on these. Go ahead and wrap that around. So I do remember there was some play up here before it actually picked up the slide. So maybe that will work a little bit better. And then there's some access down here we can just loop around, just in case if we need it again. Okay, that should be good. Seems pretty tight on there. So we'll put the spring on. If I had that cap, I could put that cap on. Let me see. Hold on. Maybe one of these would work. Might work. Might work if I can get it off. Well, I'm not having luck with that, but what I was thinking of using this thing here isn't intended to go on these, but I bet it would work. Wait, here's one. This is one of these caps. I don't have the second cap. Oh wait, I do. No wait, I don't. Huh. I can just get some of those off of eBay or something. Hey, Hot Rod. How are you doing? Good to see you. I think you were in Tristan's stream. I was watching that till I came out here and started working on the tractor here. We're just assembling the slides here, so we're gonna get I'm gonna get this heel, put the spring on. Where is it? There it is. And then let's see, I think it was this, which I think it's this slide. I don't want to mix up the slides just in case if it is a slide problem, because one of these slides aren't sliding very well in the code. Before I put it back in, I'm going to try sanding it down. Okay, this thing's almost where it should be. Nope, I lost it. Let's go ahead and get this. No. Come back. There we go. Alright. Okay. Set that down. That's right, small engine nation. Yep. Should put that in the stream title. I don't know, you can like do it as a subtitle or something. I'm not entirely sure how that works, so you can put hashtags down below. Okay, let me get this spring on. This is maybe the hard part. You get a lot of tension on that. There we go. It was this slide. Actually, hold on. I can tell it was this slide because I was sanding that one. And it does have some, you can see down there, it's got some sand marks on it, so I'll put this one in. Come on. Don't take forever. There we go. Yeah. I don't want to let go of this thing. Okay, gotta get this through here. This is not easy. Oh my folks. Okay, it's getting stuck on here. If I can let it. Oh, lost it. Can't really get you guys on the view here, but I'm trying to get this thing to the slide slot. And it's just having its own way. Oh, got it. There we go. So we're going to let the tension off the spring. We'll move this whole slide. Catch that on there so I can see the slide is all together. And we're going to go ahead and drop it in there with some oil on it. Should be decent. So there's the slot. We can line the slot up. And in it goes. This one was having a hard time too. I'm not sure what that would be from. I don't think I mixed up the slides because I do have the old one from that side on the table. So we'll just set this in the accelerator pump down here. And bam. So that side should be good. I'll go over here and give you guys an action. So, oh, I lost it. Hold on. There you go. This thing here is moving, pumping more fuel. Oh, it's just, and it's also moving the slide in there. If you're not sure how to do that, I might Google it here after the stream. Okay, we can move on to sanding this side slide down one more time. So let me get some oil on there. And hopefully we can install this and then get this thing running here. I don't think I'll install the air filters. I've got this whole setup right here. Okay, see you in a second, I guess. Outlet. We're just going to sand this thing down. And if I cannot get this to work correctly, maybe I'll just steal. Oh, that's not connected. I'll just steal that code. That's supposed to be for the Honda by full build. I'll show you guys that in a sec once I can get this slide out of my hands. Let me set this slide down. I'm gonna wash my hands and then I'll show you guys the Honda. Okay, we've been streaming for about 2 hours now. So everyone that's been watching. So I'm not gonna have the best control of the view. These boxes. Those are the clean gears for the back transaxle, axles and axle shafts, and then that's part of the front axle stuff. Try to get you guys over here. So you got the Honda engine here. I'm gonna open on to this box down here. In the last video, I was talking about how I'm gonna install these brass bushings versus these Honda bushings for the steering shaft that would go down there. And there's the beautiful Honda inline 2. There's the frame, and I'm getting the transaxle cases cleaned up, and that's what this here carburetor is for. Get you guys back on the table. That's what that spare carb is I got. So we got that slide there. Let's just give this thing a test run before we get the assembly done. Uh-oh, I went too far. Okay, it had a little bit of grit on it, which is acceptable because I didn't clean it off all the way. So let's go ahead and take that out. Well, reassemble it. Yeah, that slid out quite a lot easier. Hold on. We will take this steel wire. There's 2 of them. So try to scoot some junk over. Take this, get you guys back a little bit of this. I'm gonna put a bend in the end. Chuck that in the drill. And away she goes. Okay, that's that. Cut that end off and hopefully leave enough on that end. Get the second throttle cable. Here, let's put this cap on. Where's the cap? Where is the cap? There's the spring. If I could find the cap, that would be nice. Here it is. And where's the little rain boot? I think it's on there actually, so we can go ahead and put that on. We'll grab the wire. Put this wire on. There we go. Okay. And we're going to take this wire, take it down here. So we got this extended out here now. And I can decide how long. Oops, I dropped that. I can decide how long I need this to be. If I put this slide, let me get some of this stuff I'm sanding out. Here we go. Drop that in there. Yes, that's looking a lot better than it has been. We go about that high. Okay. I'm just measuring it with my finger. I saw it looks right about here. So that's what we're gonna make it from the cap to the end of this wire. So here's the cap. Here's the wire. Bam. Gonna make it right about here. Is gonna be a bend. I'll shorten it up just a little bit, and then we will put this on. It shouldn't fall off. We got this tiny little nut on there. And with some cutters. Go ahead and cut that wire. And all this is doing is just extending the cable, which has been the hardest thing I think this whole stream, is getting these cables to work. Come on, there we go. And there we go. Let's go ahead and get this wire out. And this thing is so small to work on. There we go. I just can barely even see that. So we'll put that on. Heel. Drop it on. Like that. And then we'll just take this bend, finish it up. Now just leave all of this access. If you guys can see that bend, I'm just going to leave all of that bend on there just in case in the future, say I have to readjust it. And we'll tighten this on. Make sure everything gets tight, because this is going to be hopefully the final time I'm in here for a while. It seems to be good length. I can cut the spring compressed. I'm going to slide that through. Perfect. And let the tension off. Get this thing to latch, hopefully, without binding. Get some tension off the spring. Come on, I don't want any problems. There we go. I think it's... There we go. That looks perfect, guys. This looks like about the same length in there. So let's go ahead and drop this in there. Once we can get this on there, we can finish up the throttle cables on the, just zip tie them down. And then we can give this thing a start. Let's see, where is it? It's way over here. Is it binding up? No, it's just not going in how it should. Let me get the battery charger on here. So we saw it up. We got here a good battery. And here we go. We'll just go ahead and let this sit here. Which is positive. Just gonna get this box. Let's see if I turn the key on. There's no electric fuel pump turning on. Where's my lights? These should be my lights on. Oh. Yep. So what happened to the fuel pump? It's down here. If you try giving it a couple of taps. With these. Okay, we know that power. If I remove this stuff and make sure it's not there. It's a solenoid problem. It's actually here. Oh, there it is. Don't want to pump too much fuel, but because I might not have something capped off. Let me just see if I can turn the engine over. Yep, that works. We'll shut off these lights. If I could plug this in and it can charge, we've got an extension cable. Flying objects. Okay, so we got, let's see, what's the closest plug? That should work. Plug that in, then we'll plug this in, and we'll set it to 10 amp charge. Like that. So when I get done installing this, we'll be done. So we gotta find where this slide goes in. Oh yeah, I guess that's decent. So there it is. It's in there how it should be. I'm not hearing the battery charger kicking in here, so once I can get this cap on. What's happening up here? Okay, I do hear it now. I think I do. Doesn't want to charge it right now, I'm not sure why. We got decent connections. But anyways, so this, yes, that's perfect. So it's got, this thing moves up and then it's got tension on the slide. Slide moves back down a little bit. Funny, but this one moves up pretty much the same. And that one moves a lot better. Let's try. Can we get any oil down here? Yeah, hold on. Uh-oh. I think we're out of oil. In that can at least. So that should work. And then hook up the pump, the accelerator pump, I mean. There we go. And oops. I should check one thing. Yep, it is going to idle. Like I'm wishing for it to do. So put that on like that. Looks all mint. Put that on the gas pedal. And then put that on the gas pedal. So let's see. Can we get these things to work? You guys hear success? Oh yeah, I think I do. I hear both sides dropping at the same time. Might not mean I'm moving up at the same time, but there's adjustments up here and on the throttle itself. So now, what can we do here to get these cables where they should be, where they want to be? I want to move this one. We're about ready to start it up here. We're just going to get these cables organized so they're not getting bent, pinched, or anything. It's best to have these cables pointing up like this, so they got a big bend in them. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to run both of these. Where's the drill? Here it is. I'm going to take both these cables and take these, run the little thing to hold them on the side. That should be good. Decent. See, these they're not spinning back right now. That's because I think there's too big of a bend. Let's see. This one should be like that, but then it's kind of mixed up around here, so let's quickly flip the over. Like that. So we can get, I do the same on this, just flip it around. And that should work. And this one should work here too. I'll probably get these organized a little bit better. Let's see how this is. Oh, we can get this cable out. Yeah, I'm noticing this one needs a little bit to be adjusted. Like that. They start off at the same time. And even adjust it a little bit more. There's that. And then let's see how it goes. Oh, okay. I think that's working pretty good. I'm gonna grab some zip ties, zip tie all that stuff down. Let me first take this off. I'm gonna move the tractor so you guys can see what I'm doing over here. Move this out of the way. There's a bumper. Here. And we'll push it back. Let's see. Scoot this over a little bit. And then reposition. That's good. So I'm going to grab a few zip ties. And we should be almost done. Here is a few zip ties. Okay. Got these zip ties here. We're going to go ahead and put some around these cables. You guys can't really see it too well, but so these cables aren't coming out of those slots. We're going to do this. I don't know how it works actually. Give me 1 second. Let's change that. I think we can put. So first we need to hold these kind of together. Isn't really working how I wanted it to. And put my zip tie around here. Let's see if there's any better way. That's just going to slip off. I'm not totally sure about that side. Let me try. I need to get, so these here, these will pop out of the slots. I'm doing that. This is a little bit hard. I'm going to put some oil on these bends here. This would keep them from falling off. Okay, that's good. Let's see, these zip ties are already used. Might have to go and grab one more. Okay, we should, if I can get this zip tie on, I'm going to double check everything. And then I'll position this thing, put the battery charger on it, and we'll see how it starts. These cables aren't going to fall out now. It's still very tight. So we're gonna cut these out. And cut this off too. So let me grab some oil. We'll drip some oil in there. This is empty. It's also, I guess, best if I can put some grease. But yeah, it got a little easier. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. You see if I like straighten this out. It gets easiest right about here. Same with that one. That one's got a pretty big bend. But that should work a lot better. I'll probably improve on that soon. So I'd say it's almost ready to get this thing ready. I'll put these spousal wires on. This might be good. I think that's what we're going to check. So if I let go, that one's at idle, and that one should be at idle. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of this stuff off this table. And let's see if I can move this into the center. There we go. Put this gauge back in. This gauge that just the fuel pressure. Grab this. And then we'll check if it's got, we'll check the state of the fuel. I'm not going to run the air filter, it's going to be this. And then you get some carb spray in there or something. That tight. I noticed this is kind of loose. You can pour that off. Let me see what kind of gas we got. Actually, there is no gas. So that's a good thing because there was gas. It might be kind of old gas. There we go. I think that's good. Let me get this stuff off the seat here. I'll open up the garage door behind me and get outside. Check shaft here. Hey, Papa. Just noticing on the screen. Thanks, Skylo. Okay. So I'm gonna not hit myself on the headache rack. Doing that. Get you guys kind of on the engine spot there. Get this thing up. Turn it. And here we go. So let me grab a gas can. Got some gas here. Here's the tank. Let me flip that sear. Oh, this is not very easy to get in there. What do you guys think? Is it going to run? I think it's going to run fine. The carburetor might have some plugged jets. but it's unleaked. Come on. That should be good. Actually, you're gonna set this outside. I'm gonna tilt this thing at 180 because the exhaust shoots out this way. I just want it shooting outside. Oh wow, battery's completely dead. Even after letting it sit, I charged her for a little bit and take a charge. Put that there. So do these lights want to turn on? They're not turning on, so we got. Oh, we lost it. I got lost the negative now. Okay, let's see if this engine will turn over. Doesn't have enough power. Turn those lights off. So there's the fuel pressure. See fuel pressure up and down. And this fuel pump should get quiet in a second. Let me get the chat. You think they're on? I think so too. I'll get this computer right here. So let me get some of this stuff here. I was going to do something because this engine isn't turning over. I can get double cables on there if needed. Let me go to the exhaust, go to the engine. She doesn't have enough juice yet. What do I have that's got a good enough battery to start this? I got an idea. You guys don't go anywhere, okay? I'll be right back in about a minute. Okay, we got jumper cables. Shut that down. This thing's got a standard car battery. It's about 600 amp. I'm gonna try disconnecting those. The problem is that's a deep cycle marine battery, I think. But it's got these really small cables going to it, so can't get much juice out of them. There we go. Put these up. These are also much better. We can actually get on these terminals. Hopefully. Might have to fight those a little bit to get them on there. So down here, we've got linkage. And that positive. Okay, that should be good. You guys can't really see that, but we don't have a connection somewhere. The lights I'm not going to turn on. Oh, I just hold the field on it. Wait. Okay, here we go. Ah! It's a bad connection on this end. So there's that. That seems on there good. I'm going to disconnect and reconnect. Okay. Will that work? Nope, that won't work. They're about to be round. That's what we're running into. Using that straight on the battery. Let's see. Okay, to the alternator gear housing. That might work a lot better. Wow. This thing really wants its power. We've done lost connection. I guess what a safety. Get that gas can out of range. Catch up on counters. Seem to be doing good. I don't know why I can't find the good ground. Let's try to big grounding spot back there. Yeah, that sounds a lot better, doesn't it? This thing's it's acting like it's got a lot of compression. But anyways, let me think. I don't think we need any chokes. I'm gonna tone these screws out just to make sure nothing's frozen or whatnot. This one's hard to get in at. This one here should be able to get in. Well, we're going to try that, I think. A good enough connection. Okay. Bam. Bam. I want to be on the gas down side. Give it a pump. I think it's on one carburetor right now. I'll try this again. Close these chokes up. I didn't have these caps tightened up. That sounds pretty good. What do you guys think? I'm gonna get a screwdriver that will actually fit in here to adjust those idles. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you buy yourself an opposed twin. So one problem I'm having is these accelerator pumps aren't moving back. I think it's just because I need to lengthen that up a little bit in there. So get in here and tone this idle up a little bit. Good. And tighten this one up a little bit. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Go over here. These things moving back, I guess I need to knock that out. Oh. Okay, what I gotta do when it's running, I gotta get, I'm gonna turn this side up so I hear the RPM rise, and then lower it back down a tiny bit, and do the same over there. Come on, you got this. Let's start this thing up. One more time. We've got the alternator picking up after that, but we've got a bunch of fuel down here. What's that coming from? I think it's coming from these, because these are my drains for the stall. That might be telling me that I have too much fuel pressure. So let me turn that fuel pressure down. I'm going to turn this fuel pressure in just a little bit. There we go. There. Got any comments? Okay. Sit that stuff down. So, do we have any fuel coming out of these? Oh, see that? I'm going to see if it was dripping a little bit. We just want that fuel pressure in. I don't know, it's still leaking the button. It's something to cut that gas. Oh, hold on. I got a low battery. There we go. Wait for the fuel to stop dripping. Let's try it out. One thing I'm noticing is that side's got an exhaust pipe. Yeah, that side's got a muffler, I mean, that side there, but this side over here doesn't have a muffler. I'm not sure why. But as you can see, it does run. The gas pedal's kind of weird. That's just because the way I have the cable set up, I need to adjust some of the pedals. So I'm going to try to get it out and drive it around here real quick. That's the fun. And it does look like I have fixed the fuel leakage issue from the fuel pressure being too high. I saw a little bit of a drop, but that should be fine. Oh, hey, Hot Rod. Not just here, I see that reflection between the flip phone and another year. Because the battery's completely dead, I'm trying to use the end of it and slow it back up. Killed it. Oh, I might know what's happening. Because that battery's completely dead. It's right over there. Because the battery's completely dead, the fuel pump's not working, so we're not getting any fuel pressure. So that might be a problem. It does run. I'm noticing that the throttle cable, when I give it some gas, it's taking a while to catch on the slides, but it's just running out of fuel though, so I think that's good enough. Let me get the chair. Where's the chair? There's the chair. Oh, we'll still at low battery. Let me get that wire over. Plug this in here. I'll go and grab it. I'll push it back up in here for you guys. There she be. So, oh, look what I got. Blue screen. Reflection's kind of killing it. So, now I can't see you guys' comments on this computer. Let me use this one here. Okay. Random Windows blue screen of death. Getting this thing running, shutting that thing down. Well, I'm excited. We got this thing back up and driving. I still need to do a lot of work to these cables. Oh, that might be the reason why. That cable's off. Is this cable off? That cable's still on, so we're only using one cable. But we also, because the battery's not charging, the battery's probably stoned. That thing's probably as old as both here. Let's see, it says, wow, 12, 17, so that's only a 2-year-old battery and it's not having much luck, but I can take that battery out, put it on the battery charger, see how it will charge up. Other than that, these carbs, they seem to be working. Oh man, I've had this thing for at least 2 years now. And it's also on its second engine already. The first engine, it was a 17 or 16 horsepower twin, but it's the same cubic inch, 42 cubic inch. And I had some kind of problem, I think, with the carb, but it's also leaking a lot of oil around the sump, and it had some kind of problem with it. It might have been a valve problem, I'm not completely sure. But I've still all complete except for the manifold and carb. I've used that or something else. I can always take the engine, build it up, and then slap these carbs on it. What else? I need to get the intake set back on. And we'll go here and check this. There we go. I need to get those intakes back on. And then I got new air filters. Brand new. That will go up here in the dashboard area, right above the battery. That should be fine. My weird, but it works, plumbing pipe exhaust system. It's all rusted up, but it's doing good, I guess. I should have painted it when I put the exhaust on there. For some reason, this side has a muffler, and that side doesn't have a muffler. I'm not sure why. But when I had it running, I'm like, why is this side popping a lot? Is it running out of fuel, or what's happening? But it's just because it had no back pressure on it, which probably could have made it run a little bit different. So we gotta get these cables situated. But I just want to see it run tonight, which I did. I'm not sure what else to show you guys, except I can show you guys again. Let's see this really quick. So we can. I have the best view here because I don't have a view of where the screen is. There's the opposed twin. Here's the vent for the transaxle, but I've currently got just a Spicer transaxle in it, so there's no vent. If you guys are interested how I vent it, I've got a little video on the channel here. There's the front fenders. that axle is kind of loose in there. Not too bad, I guess, but I could fix that up. Actually, it does have a... maybe... So it's kind of beating the crap out of that thing, I'd say. But I'm not giving up on this thing yet. I got a lot in it. This bumper here, really solid bumper. So, like I said, I've got right down here. Got all of the parts, minus one axle, which I cannot find that thing. I have no idea where it went. I've got some axles in there for the... yeah, it looks like I got 2 sets for the Honda. And then I've got all the gears for one transaxle. I got half the gears for the second transaxle. I just can't find my axle now. Like I said, I got a 6-foot. Set you guys down. Oops. I'm blocking the camera. I have got a 6-foot metal rod. I'm gonna cut the rod in half, and then once I cut the rod in half, I'll be able to take the two sections, make one axle for this when I build the MST back up, and then put the other section in the back transaxle of the Honda by 4. So that should work out good. I'm going to be doing the dock lock with the welderless hub on the shaft, and then you got the keyway connects it, and then you put some keyways on that hub that will then go into here, go into these 2 little things, those keyways there. So that should work out good how I want it to. You guys should be seeing a lot more videos out of this thing. And I'll probably have another video out soon, with me getting the intake on and fixing this cable and putting just another muffler back on it. And then hopefully, maybe a week from now or 2 weeks, I have this thing out on the trails. I gotta put the new transmission in it too. I'll get an update of that. But I think we've done well in this video. We got it, the throttle feed was on, and we got it running. So, as always, hope you guys enjoyed this video of Offroad MudMowers, this live stream.